In this video, I'm going to tell you why Leshar had balls of steals when he went for this combo at CEO this weekend. So if you didn't know, CEO wrapped up this weekend. If you're a Street Fighter 6 fan, you knew this tournament was another banger. Leshar ended up winning, and he took it over NL's Akuma. But one thing that a lot of people overlooked was this combo that he delivered with Terry in his game-winning set.
Combo, look at the damage. NL, you're going to bust out. Yes, you do! Are you okay? Wow! Look at that!
And I know, to the untrained eye, this might just look like a basic run-of-the-mill Terry combo, but I'm telling you, it's one of the more difficult and tricky combos in this game. I'm going to tell you why, I'm going to show you how you can apply it to your gameplay, and at the end of the video, there's going to be a challenge for non-Terry players. Alright, so in this game, one of the ways that Terry punishes their opponent big if they make a mistake is if they whiff a DP or you block a super, you go into the crouch fierce into the tackle, the light punch version of Powerwave into power dunk, or whatever variation you want. But as you can see, it does pretty decent damage, good corner carry, and it's not really that expensive. But would you believe me if I told you if you change the light power wave to a round wave, this combo goes from maybe 2 out of 10 difficulty all the way up to 8 or 9 out of 10 difficulty. Alright, the reason the round wave version of this combo is so difficult is twofold, and that's because you got to pay attention to two things very closely, and I'm going to tell you what they are. So we know in Street Fighter 6 there's an input buffer window which makes combos much easier. So if I set Akuma to punish counter and I hit him with a crouch medium punch, as you can see I'm advantage 9, which means my stand fear should combo into it. In old Street Fighter games, this is a legit 1 frame length. You're gonna have to do crazy techniques like plinking to make sure you can get, the 1 frame off easier. But in this game, because there's that buffer window, you can just mash out the hard punch after this and it should work most of the time. But you see, the buffer window really doesn't help you when you have to combo a special move like that. When there's manual timing like this, it actually takes a ton of execution, muscle memory, and just system awareness to make these types of combos land. Even if you watch a pro Terry player lab, go into their stream next time, and when they're practicing this combo, oftentimes they'll get it like that, they'll be happy, they'll do it again, but then they'll do it too quick. Or they'll do it at the startup, and then they'll make a mistake, they'll keep trying to do it, they'll mess up 3 times in a row, then sometimes they'll get it 4 times in a row, but it's a very inconsistent combo compared to what else is in the game. It's a lot like Ed's Shin Dream combo. The reason that this combo is so hard is because you're actually just timing special moves like Ed's uppercuts as opposed to just pressing buttons to hit a combo. The special moves is what makes the timing very hard. But then when you finally get consistent and start hitting the round wave, there's another thing that comes into play. You have to know how late or how early you hit the round wave. And the reason is because depending on how early or late you hit them, there's 3 potential ways to continue the combo. The hardest one by far is hitting them with a stand medium punch to extend it. The second hardest one is to hit them with a crouch medium punch. And then the easiest one is to hit them out of the air with a stand jab. And I'm going to show you exactly how each situation looks. Alright, I'll cover the easiest option first. It's extending the combo with stand light kick. Because stand light kick comes out in 5 frames, that's extremely fast after a drive rush. It makes it a lot more forgiving if you mistime how early or late they get hit by the round wave. So I can keep Akuma in the air with a stand light kick and then go into that variation. Or I can go to an EX crack shoot after. You choose what you want, but the stand light kick gives the most buffer time. The option that Leshar picked is still very difficult because if you're way too late, it won't work at all. So if you do get this option off, that has to be timed very late into the power wave. If you are, a little bit too early with it, it's not going to work. You have to make sure you get the right timing. And then in my opinion, by far the hardest one to do is the stand medium punch follow-up. So as you can see, light kick is 5 frames, medium punch crouch is 6 frames, standing is 7 frames. So that's why it's harder. You got to be more frame perfect. This combo itself is very difficult to do to grab them out of the air. I know I'm getting it on my first try here because I've done it a lot, but believe me, I cannot replicate this 10 times in a row. But that's what makes this combo so hard, is because 1, you have to make this difficult link. There, I missed it on my first attempt there and I got it there. But in that situation, maybe I did it too late and only the stand light kick version is going to hit. Or maybe I will, take the risk and go for the stand medium version like that. You have to make sure that your eyes adjust to how late the power wave hits, the round wave, sorry, and then make the decision from there. Factor that you're in grand finals of a set and you're playing on a PS5, which is different than what they're used to playing on. That was a ballsy play. And I hope that puts into context why us Terry mains went crazy when Leshar went for that route. But I'll leave it at this. If you don't main Terry, try to do this combo. If you set the opponent to punish counter, his crouch fierce will go into the heavy tackle. Practice doing the round wave into any variation you want, and let me know how many times you got it in a row if you tried it 10 times. No shame in missing it all times, no shame in only getting it one time. I want to see how you non-Terry mains do this. It's a fun combo. Let me know in the comment section, and no one's going to judge you, I promise. Peace out, everybody.